So for today's journey into fly tying, as part of the big bass series that I've been doing, we're going to explore something that a lot of people do these, and why not? They're a great fly, Chocolate's Game Changer. I'm going to take it and make it a little bit more suitable for the Adirondack lakes that I fish in. Let's see how this turns out. So that's our fly for today, and it is kind of a Adirondack-y version of the Game Changer. And the reason I think you want a fly like that is because a lot of times largemouths, you're going to catch them in open water. So you might go into a bay and be fishing 8-10 feet of water, but you're only going to be fishing down a little bit with a intermediate sink tip. So that fly is only going to be down a foot or two. And that seems to be something that really works on them. So we got our thread going. And I come back. These have these little clips. We don't need it because this is going to be the back part. So I go over and I cover that with thread. And I got a couple of saddle hackles, and these are kind of junky ones that the tips got messed up on. So I'm going to get 2 of those ready. And those are going to go on the sides. And that one's good. I don't even have to trim it. Get my other side. Yeah, it's going to come on the back side. That one I got to trim. Okay, so that kind of meshes together. And I'm going to take my scrap piece, tie that in by the tip. I'm going to do a collar out of that. And I'm going to have just enough. Tie that on, give that a trim. Make a quick head for that. And I'm going to hit that with the whip finisher. Quick trim. Quick drop of glue. And we're on to section 2. So I got a little bit longer one of these. Hook that in. That shank in the vise. Buzz my thread down. Yeah, get that back part all locked up. This one's going to be even easier. So, since it's a game changer, we got Chocolate's chenille. Get that on. Yeah, we'll just bring that in. And that's all it's going to be for this one in the next section. That trimmed off. And since it's off on the tail section, I can trim that up a little bit. I don't think you really have to, but okay, pull all that back. Make a quick head for that. And finish that, and we're going to do the exact same thing again. Which I might speed up because I don't want to bore you. Quick glue. And another shank. This is exactly the same formula here. I always try to pull the fibers back as I wrap the next layer in. Get them to kind of go towards the back a little bit. And wrap that in. Would finish that. Okay. And glue. Alright. Take that out for a second. Get our stinger hook. Buzz the thread down that. There's probably different ways of doing this, but this is the way I've adopted. I want it to ride up like that. So now we get our back part, and that goes on there. And I'm going to use a hair clamp and just keep that all back out of the way. So we are back to a little bit of the chenille. Get that down. Get that back in. Cover up our assembly here. Okay, so we got our chenille in. We're going to come forward about halfway. Cover all of this up. Okay. So now we're going to do some craft fur. Actually, we're going to do some eyes. So I'm going to do the eyes first. So I make my own dumbbell eyes. I'm just going to get that on there. I want to go about a hook eye back from the hook eye. So I got room for the head part. We'll just get this assembly in. And if you want to get ultra picky about it, you could drop some super glue in there, but I'm going to keep going. Alright, so craft fur. There's my first bunch. And I'm going to tie it up tight to the eye because I'm going to come in with another bunch of that. So there's my top bunch. I'm going to go white for the bottom bunch. Get that in there. I'm going to do one more bunch of each. Top bunch. And bottom bunch. Get up to the front. Get all that back. Okay. So we're going to do a top bunch in there. Like so. And a bottom bunch the same way. It goes up into the eyes. And I'm just going to whip finish by hand. And we're going to do a super glue trick with that. Okay. That trimmed. Do a little UV curing, and we got this. That's going to go that way. And that's going to go that way. couple little fibers I gotta trim off. I like to do that before I do the UV cure if I got anything sticking out weird. Okay, got that all pulled back. Grab a paper towel just in case. And gonna get the bottom. And the only thing left to do, just gonna take that and comb this out. And that's it. Cool little pattern.